After a couple complications, we're back. Stormdoke. Yeah, I'm gonna be mostly working on stamina and health. I don't think we're really gonna need magicka much. Bruh. Yeah, bruh. Take this, bruh. Oh damn, I hate that power attack.
A storeroom. See if you can find any potions. We'll need them.
Yeah, and also just remember to keep frost salts. I think void salts. And then the fire salts. If we ever do the crossbow. Actually, we're probably not going to use the crossbow. Hell, I don't even know if we're going to do that DLC at all.
Done? Let's get moving.
Who cares right now? It's no big deal. Sherman.
No, we're not gonna do God mode mods. That just makes it boring.
That's just lame. Why would you even want to watch that?
I'll be back.
You can like whatever you want, but... Okay.
No.
That guy fell through the
I haven't
universe.
seen him since the dragon showed up.
Just picking up everything like a dumbass.
Looks like there's something in this cage. It's locked. See if you can get it open.
I have this obsession with collecting books that I never read.
Let's go.
Like seriously, in my game I have so much books. A lot of it's like useless crap too. Like those oh, it didn't break at the last second. That's useless when you're using the Dark Elf. I was gonna be all like slick and then say the actual official name for him, and then I forgot what it was for a second there. Osmer, Bosmer, Dwemer, Altmer. Dunmer. There we go. It's Dunmer. Yeah. I know it. I know everything about Skyrim's. Not really, but... Shit. Then there's the Falmer, which were the Snow Elves. They got a raw deal. Being imprisoned underground by the Dwemer. Huh. Spoilers, gosh. That's old information. It's just how it's presented in the game can change. That's about it.
This way.
Orders are to wait until General Tullius arrives.
I'm not waiting to be killed by a dragon. We need to fall back.
You need to fall back. Wait, check my weapons real quick. Oh, now I see why people use these in third person. It's terrible in first person. I forgot. I don't like how it swings back and forth on the camera. I think I still hit him though, I'm not sure.
Like
No, I
this.
didn't. Okay, I can't aim like that.
Hawks
I
on
always
the
play in
Empire.
first-person view. Yeah, this. Can you change field of view? It doesn't need to turn the camera when you swing it. I don't understand that. Like,
Let's go on
I
ahead.
know where you're swinging
way
the
is
axe
clear.
from, you idiots. This way.
Looks literally no different.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how it is. I mean, there was a slight difference, but you'd think they would have fixed that.
Let's see where this goes.
ESO definitely fixed that problem. It's my queen piss.
Hey Brian, shave my coin first.
Spiders! Ooh, man, that venom's killer.
Definitely more dangerous than Venice.
That's true. But most of it was from them spitting at me. Shut up, game. Gosh.
I know how to play. Go!
Not sure if we can turn those off or not.
Use the power of healing.
Oh, that's not gonna be very helpful.
No.
That will be.
Too many eyes, you know.
It's pretty much equivalent to a
Too many eyes, you know?
steel sword. Oh, I forgot. Or forget. That spell I'll never use. Maybe. I don't know. It's a good way to mess with mages, though.
What's that? You like magicking? Lol.
Yeah, it's the deadliest ability, and barely any enemies have any resistance to it. Well, that's neat. Wow. I struggled with those spiders.
Bear just wanted to die.
I swear, sometimes the damage in this game is kind of random.
Ever been killed by bones before?
That looks like the way out.
Uh,
I knew we'd
no.
make it.
I have. All you gotta do is walk on them and they fucking go crazy.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about like skeletons attacking you. Yeah, yeah. So, really, what you mean is, have you ever been killed by the physics? It's really funny when you launch one of your allies up in the air.
There he
like,
goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive.
Yeah, you could actually
This
max your
place is
sneak
swarming
before
with
even
Imperials
leaving that
soon
area. All you gotta do is just
Clear out of here.
sit there and attack them over and over again
My
while
sister,
sneaking.
Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood,
When,
just up the road. I'm sure she'd
Back
help you
there,
out. It's
put
probably
it on the
best
highest
if we split
difficulty
up.
so he doesn't die.
Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today. You know, you should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulf.
No, it's more like Delphine. The Greybeards don't even care about it. They're kind of dumb in that aspect, I guess.
See that
They
ruin
just
up there?
don't think you're ready for
Bleak Falls
anything.
Barrow. I never understood how my sister could stand living in
underestimated
the
our
shadow
allies.
of that place. I guess you get used to it.
Come on, little buddy. He is small compared to me. Are you sure you're a full-blooded Nord? You sure you're not Imperial blood? It's not really much different between the
These
two.
are the gods.
He's half Khajiit.
There's actually
Stones.
one mod for that. It's actually pretty cool where it changes. Instead of giving you experience, it gives you different stats. I just don't like the one for the thief. That makes no sense to me. It's like, oh yeah, I totally want to have more stamina as a thief. If I'm not dual-wielding daggers or dual-wielding weapons, there's no need for it. If literally I'm especially trying to be an assassin
Remember,
with
this
bows
isn't Stormcloak territory.
and daggers and actually
We're ahead
stealth
of the
kills,
news from Helgen. We should be
stamina
fine.
is useless.
As long as we don't
The only thing I
lose.
ever built stamina for was to make sure I
We
could
run
carry
into any
more.
Imperials. Just let
I
me
usually do a
talk.
balanced one. Now I got it to where my character, I can put on a few things and my magicka stays up so freaking high. I don't even know why I pulled my weapon out. Ugh, I can't wait to get a great sword. These are too slow. Oh, I could have hit him, but I moved away. Like a dumbass. Is he actually gonna...
Yeah, you hit it.
Huh. Aw. Cool. I like that. Those are nice. This is aesthetically pleasing, and it's useful.
This is so nice.
This happened to be the last time I played.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
Shut up,
What?
you old hag!
What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain of Blackened.
Have you ever wondered what dragon tastes like?
No.
New to Liverwood? If you're looking for work, go see Hod at the mill.
I hear it tastes like
Rayla?
tough, shitty chicken.
How do you know him? If you really are Rayla's
Can't even get
friend,
dragon
I'd be
meat,
glad to
you
have
absorb it.
a dragon in Helgen? It can't be.
To be.
Although, it would explain what I saw earlier, flying down the valley from the south. I thought I must have just been seeing things.
Or... It was a dragon! Varolf will tell you the same
Don't
thing.
know why, but I actually believe you. You've got the
Sounds
look
like
of someone
Eastern
who's just seen a
European
dragon.
Russians.
Things just go from bad to worse. First the war, now dragons. What's this world coming to? The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose.
Sorry,
Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf
Yeah,
and Whitefell
always
to send whatever
contemplate
troops
what
he
was
can.
worse, the
If you do
Oblivion
that
Crisis
for me, I'll be in your debt.
or the Dragon Crisis? Because going into the Oblivion Gates to shut the gates, holy crap, there was a lot of Oblivion Gates too, man. Got some good stuff from that though, especially at higher levels. They were a pain in the butt at first. Yeah, I definitely have to say that, like, Oblivion is definitely harder, but you can make it so easy. Like, this one's just a little more balanced, I guess. Huh. He didn't even show up. Where'd she go? Shoot! Last time he showed up right as I finished talking to her, and then I got the supply. I lost track of her, son of a. I was gonna take the supplies. Alright, time to go look for her. What? I think. Oh, she's right there. She just blended in. I'm a dumbass.
I'm glad to help
Girder.
any way I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help
Yeah, I'll
yourself to
take
whatever you
some
need.
of these, some of this, some of that.
Oh, brother, Mara's mercy, you're safe. Your friend
Girder.
told me about
That is the
helping.
worst
What is it safe
name
for you to be here?
for a woman. Like, seriously. Except for maybe shithead. Or tampon. Ew.
If I'm gonna marry a woman, I want her to be strong as a girder.
And with the beard you're gonna hang on to, huh? Huh? Dungeons and Dragons. Make your own story. It would be cool if you could kind of create a backstory and then kind of opens up dialogue. I know with Serana you could kind of do that a little bit. When you talk about your parents. It would be cool if you could actually choose to start out as a vampire or a werewolf. Where? Wolf. Castle. Why are you talking like that? I thought you wanted to. Oh, I don't. Okay. Fine by me. Suit yourself. One of the best movies ever. Now I can get yelled at by a companion because I didn't attack an enemy that was dead before I could even get to it.
I didn't come across the giant when I first went here in my work. It's like I went right straight to the farm. It's like nobody's here.
Haha!
Now they're angry at you.
I didn't mean to!
You're making me angry.
I'm sorry! Shoot! Stop calling all your weapons.
Where the palm spell comes in handy. Oh wait, it sucks.
This is where the Imperials won an ability. That's so unfair, man.
It usually takes a few hits for them to get pissed at you.
I know, I only hit her once.
Now you'll pay.
Now you could. I don't know where the last save was either. Hey, it never shows that for me. It doesn't show shit when I go to save or load. Get out of my face! Fucking bitch. Fucking can't read through your shit.
Yeah, notifications are turned off. Is that not included?
No, it's not. That is not the same thing.
It should be. Because it's a notification. It's notifying you of bullshit.
I don't mind that it does it, but it sticks in front of my face and I can't read beyond it. I know right there I didn't need to, but it kind of annoys me I have to redo all that shit now.
Wait.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for your dumb shit this time. I'm running straight to the stone. Get this shit done over with. He ain't gonna fucking kill me.
He's gonna wait till you go to Sovngarde. It's like, I'll wait till the Dragonborn gets stronger.
Yeah, Alduin is retarded.
I think he wants you to kill him. He's sick of beating worlds. They don't
Oh yeah, that's
hit
right.
his palate.
I think it's actually the cycle. He's sick of doing it over and over again. He's been alive for so long, he just wants to die. That's probably what it is.
It's actually believable.
It's pretty common.
Alright, Mr. Mowing my lawn at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's kind of frowned upon.
Lol. I hear some good.
That sounded like freaking rabbit ass coyotes or some shit. Or like hyenas. You gonna fight me or you just gonna? I'll wait for you. I have a feeling when we go into it too, we're gonna get killed by a Draugr Death Lord.
Probably. Knock you down with unrelenting force, and then use an unrelenting force with his ebony axe.
I'm trying to remember what level you have to be for the ebony mail.
A dragon! I saw a
Oh,
dragon!
get that quest.
What? What is it now, Mother?
Thinking
Papa
it's
isn't too
level
friendly with
20.
strangers, but you seem alright.
Somewhere between 10 to 20. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go do that.
New to River Raylov?
Blah,
You really
blah,
are
blah, blah.
It would explain what I saw. I don't know. Things just...
Oblivion.
The Jarl...
Blah, blah,
We need to get
what a
word to
bore.
Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun
I
to
miss
send
those.
whatever troops he can.
It made
If you do
Speechcraft
that
a lot
for
more
me,
fun to
I'll be in
do.
your debt.
It was
I'm glad
also
to
a
help
lot
any way I can.
easier.
Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can.
Alright.
Help yourself to whatever you need. I...
I-E-D.
That's some serious accusations. Straight. There you go. That's how you use them, dumbass. Oh, you suck at these weapons.
It's a little wabbit. It's kind of funny that the best food that I've found so far is just fondue. Elsewhere, fondue.
Oh, cool. Wow, nice spot for you to start it out at.
Sabarini.
Look at that. I don't even have enough skill points to get what's already available. Critical hits are actually apparently really useless in this game, I guess. Apparently it's a fraction of your base damage. So that means literally the weakest amount of damage from your weapon instead of it being a fraction of your total damage on your weapon. It's like, really? I'm just gonna avoid them. Yeah, most of the time, by the time I even got near it, they would kill the giant. It's like, what? It's like, oh, that's all done. No thanks to you. Did you need my help? It's like, what an attitude. Like, I just showed up. You don't even know who I am. You can't even take care of a giant without bitching and moaning.
And even if you say, well, it didn't look like you needed any help, she'll just say, oh, what a hunter always takes a chance for a good hunt. Fuck you.
Oh, the options for what you say is dumb. Should have been, well, it was none of my business. Or say, what? You needed my help? Couldn't do it on your own?
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
He was my official business.
Fine. But we'll be keeping
I
an eye
flipped him
on
the
you.
bird. Open up the window, he starts using the weed whacker. Whatever.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
Come to chat with an old woman. Do your good deed for the day.
I ain't done nothing.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often?
Dude, I spend more time in the Cloud District than you do.
And he spends most of his time in the Wind District.
My
What's the
lord.
meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruck is not receiving visitors. Well, that explains why the guards let you in.
Who's
Come
this
on
then?
then. The Jarl will want to
So,
speak to
you
you
were at
personally.
Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Fine. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon? Next time, deal with Avenisha.
Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
No.
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done.
I love
You sought
doing
me
this
out
kind
on
of
your own
shit.
initiative.
Oh, come on, it won't
You've
hurt.
done
Oh,
Whiterun
no.
service.
Oh.
I won't forget it.
the-
Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is
Wasn't
another
expecting
thing
the
you could do
upskirt
for
shot.
me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents?
I clearly need a back.
Come, let's go find Farengar.
You know
My
what? That
court
would be
wizard.
awesome. Like you could get all
He's
dirty
been
and
looking
stuff,
into a
and then you
matter
just jump
related
into
to
a
these
body water and
dragons.
cleans it right off.
Rumors of dragons.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so.
You know, it'd be cool
The Jarl
if
can be found in
there
the
was a
grid,
Japanese
probably sitting
style
on his Jarl's
this
throne.
game.
Not over here in a wizard's laboratory.
Of course, the graphics would be different.
I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me.
I never noticed
yes,
the
he must be
sideburns.
referring to my research into the dragon.
Yeah, because like I've never really looked
yes,
inside
I
of
could
it.
use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say
Is he
fetch,
related to
I
Bellator?
really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. You are eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. The sooner begun, the sooner done, eh? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Off to...
Okay. What do you want to do real quick?
Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a... Oh, I thought... Take a look.
Take a look inside a book. It's reading Rainbow. Too expensive.
I don't know if you heard, but Jarl...
Why you greedy?
Actually,
all really cheap stuff.
We need to build up our mercantilism. Mercantility.
Yeah, it used to be where speech was a stat, and mercantile was the skill set.
Barely tolerate our presence on Earth.
Today, they take away...
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm... Once I've made enough money... Before my mother, I met one of the caravan leaders. You do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
Give me a bargain, all
They say
right.
Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors.
That's the...
Well, it's gonna be accurate as soon as we get our maybe to...
Yes, Housecock. We'll leave it here.
Suspect.
It's just us against the dragon.
I'll just
I can't afford to send anyone else. And we don't know where the dragon is.
Let's go sell that junk. I'm gonna keep one-handed sword just in case.
We've got small... blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
One lockpick. That'll eventually have value. I ain't gonna be using a bow anytime soon. It seems silly to do that, but
It's one great sword.
yeah, we'll wait until we get a free
Good
one.
doing business with you.
Yeah, you have to get all the masks in order to get a special dragon mask. That is practical for like armor though, because the problem is you can't use them in a set. So you lose that set bonus.
Well, at least for more okay, it's considered light armor.
It doesn't matter. You use heavy armor. I'm using heavy. But yeah, one of them is light armor. But I think the best ones are heavy though. Nah, I'd probably get killed. Hey, punk. Punk bitch. Ain't no punk bitch. Bandits.
It's a bad time to get lost, friends. True Nords never back down.
I know my health is low. But okay. Shut up. I hate that stuff. I have to use a potion after this.
I'll rip your heart out. You're routed.
Really? That made no sense.
Wouldn't she be a chief death?
I'd kill you if I had to.
Isn't that what you're trying to do now?
You'll be easier to rob once you are dead.
That'll be a good one to have. That'd be a good one to have. That's actually supposed to do a lot of damage. Pretty much we'll just focus on the middle.
Oh, apparently the stream. I was gonna say the stream is very far behind, but it went out from live again.
Victory's yours, I suppose.
Do you now? I don't care! Dang, I really suck with those power attacks.
Right in your butt.
Victory is mine! Didn't actually want to do that. I forgot about that. Could have sold that earlier. Apple pie. Yeah, I really hope they add in provisions in another one. Oh. Hold up, let's see. Wonder if I could manage to pick up a mammoth tusk without having to kill any of them. Because you know dang well right now, my ass is grass if one of them charges me. Mm-hmm. I could buy one, I guess, but just what's the point? You would lose the adventure part. Is that giant poop? Probably. Like they paint with their poop or something. It's so disgusting. There's actually one giant that won't attack you if you get near him. Mm-hmm. You know which one that is or something? Yeah. The one that's mourning. The, is that a mammoth tusk right there? No. That's this one. See you later, motherfucker! Oh my gosh, my stamina sucks. Shoot. Well... time for Skyrim climbing time. Oh, this isn't very good without the lighter armor. I'm just gonna go around. Let's see. I don't know. One thing I never really liked about Skyrim was not having the clear direction of how to go up certain mountains. I was using my other character, hell with Oblivion with your acrobatics, it would make it really easy in this. Yeah, unless one of them was carrying a mammoth tusk, I don't think I'd be able to get one. Ah, my ass! Bitch. Bitch. Yeah, we'll be getting every skill for heavy armor, too. No reason not to. I think the only one that I wouldn't get is maybe the one for increasing damage for unarmed. I'm not sure if you need that one to get another one. Yeah, you would need it. Yeah, that's a must-have. Even if the skill itself isn't useful to us. Maybe someday. Bastards. Yeah, over here. You did. Well, come out north me then. Ah! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I thought I was gonna fall off the edge there. Damn it. It's a standing one in there.
You're as good as dead.
That was, derpy, to say the least.
I love this game. I love Oblivion too, though, for different reasons. I think that, as far as like random adventuring and going around and doing stuff, I think Skyrim is better. And I think the rewards for missions are far better than Oblivion. But as far as the actual, like, doing the missions and how fun the missions are, like the main quest lines and like the different factions and stuff, I think the Fighters Guild is better than the Companions. I think the Thieves Guild was actually more fun. I still think it's pretty fun in this. Although I will have to say, the Dark Brotherhood is really fun in this one. But I just really thought it was interesting how they did it in Oblivion. Certain missions, like how you, ways you can kill enemies. I feel like stealth was more emphasized in that one too, on that. Respecting women. Dusty! This is how you got around in Oblivion. I had well over 100 hours of gameplay in that game. That was one character.
Picked a bad time to lucky hit.
I hate how sometimes you have to crouch in order to search someone. Okay. Snape, fish. I guess I'm the fish. I don't know. Maybe it's a dolphin. Totally failed. Yep. Maybe
we need a whale at the end.
Oh shit! I turned it into a fish. No, I didn't. I didn't even notice I did that. I guess I hit it too many times and wasn't paying attention. Failure number 1. Actually, that would be the time the companion's trying to kill me.
It's just a little love tap. It's like, hey baby. My tendon! Don't you know I have tendonitis?
What the hell? What is going on?
Skeever's just like, I'm free!
That shit's hilarious. What the? That's gonna be another one. Alright. Fireballs flying everywhere and here and there.
Yes. This guy's totally gonna survive. Spoiler alert! He's gonna die.
And it may or may not be my fault. Ugh, if there's anything I could change about it, it'd be that.
Get it away from me! Get it away! Kill it! Kill it! Don't let it get me! Help! Get me down! Get me down!
I'm doing something more important right now.
He's rather demanding for someone who's not
Get me
in a great
down!
disposition.
Get me down! Don't leave
Floating
me for
skull,
Arcade's
nothing to
sake!
see here.
Gosh.
You!
And that's
over
part of
here.
what makes this game awesome.
It's
too.
coming loose! I can feel it!
See? It says cut Arvel down. It was the whole point of the thing. Gotta cut him down to size.
That literally saved us probably, what, 5 seconds? Because he just runs and gets himself killed anyway. To be actually honest, I think it's better not to kill him, because then he activates a trap. Oh, God. Just like hear this noise. I turn around, nothing's there. Oh shit!
Skeever's been biting at your ankles.
Fucking ankle biters, man.
Doesn't really hurt, it's just annoying.
I get a disease. That's okay. It won't be long. We'll probably get our werewolf skills. I want to at least get to the point where we have unrelenting force mastered.
I think the worst disease that I've come across is the one that decreases your weapon skills by like 15. Which is like, oh, all my weapons feel so weak now.
And that's pretty rare. The thing is, like, any disease resistance that's not 100% isn't even worth having, because you're just going to end up getting it anyway.
He's scary drugger.
Oh, it's just an iron more hammer. Ancient Nord sword. Hey. Let know, bitch. I don't want it. We're not gonna use it anymore. Gee, I wonder what this does. What? I actually got him! Really, brought him to his knees. I hate myself now.
Just like, no, go back to bed.
It didn't look like that, right? My accuracy is better when I crouch. I like that one.
I think the dumbest one is where, like, you knock him down, and then he just takes the sword and just keeps whacking him in the head. It's like, stop. No, it's dead. You can stop now. Okay.
Well, honestly, the best one is where they cut their heads off. Obviously.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's that skill isn't just, you know, as an aesthetic. It's actually useful. Wow. 18 gold. If it wasn't for the my experience.
Raised your butt.
Oh yeah, I found out that Vilcus, he'll level up to 50 with you. And then he also has maximum two-handed skill. Plus on top of that, he has the maximum heavy armor. So if you give him a two-handed weapon and the heavy armor, he can effectively use it better than anybody together. That's why from the Giant's hammer, it's actually a good idea to give that to him. It's kind of disappointing. Like, yeah, I could have used fire. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get the ebony blade. Oh wow, I killed the other guy.
Double kill.
I actually kind of don't mind doing that, because, like, if it gets to an emergency, I do this all the time on my other game anyway. I go straight to my menu and use potions. And seeing how we're technically cheating anyway with the potions not having weight, I don't need to worry about our, how much weight we're carrying. Damn! Just get a couple skills and you just start racking them. Well now.
Well now.
It's same damage, but it's a little bit heavier. Yeah, these, for a two-handed user, or any of the swords or whatever, these dungeons are great because of the fact that eventually you can get ebony. Sometimes you can even get Daedric. I've been getting a lot of Daedric and stuff like that, especially once I got my smithing up. There was a troll down here at one time.
Something brought a troll skull down there and started humping it.
There's usually always a story behind that stuff. Yeah, I think I'll take this way.
once was a troll named Ragnar the Red. He drank a lot and lied and then died by some Nord chick who cut off his head.
Completely forgot I named our character Llama Face. Taking that long-awaited bath in that icy cold water.
Wouldn't have it any other way in Skyrim. Careful, don't take an antler up the butt.
Be just my luck, right?
Goes up your butt and you just instantly die.
Ooh. Wait a minute. So, bitch! You couldn't have told me that sooner?
I assumed you were doing it on purpose, Solomon.
Really need to start building up the stamina.
Stamina.
You need stamina. Stamina.
Stamina.
Damn it.
That's ice and enough ice. Does that mean Sadu? Ah, it. No. Edgy team speak.
It's funny, I don't normally do power attacks with one-handed weapons, but I do them all the time with this damn thing. They should just, like, kind of go upwards towards the nets.
We need more net shots.
Okay. Stamina. Oh yeah, bleed damage is like really bad. Apparently it's only like a few damage per second.
I never use bleed anyway.
Some games it's good. This game it's not. And most of the enemies you fight can't bleed anyway.
And oftentimes, when it comes to damage over time, Skyrim is not the game for it.
Except for fire. And then you got Borderlands 2, where it's like, really? Does it really need to have this much damage over time? Okay. I'd never heard of these.
Gotta have all them dots, man.
Bear, thingy, and other thingy.
Bear, butterfly, and moth. Maybe butterfly or moth. Should be a moth.
We'll probably do a little bit of pickpocketing too, just enough to get the thing, to get an extra 100 pounds maybe.
That's what training with people for training is for. You can train once, pickpocket, train again, pickpocket some more.
Or just do all the training you could do, then pickpocket them.
Sometimes you can't do that though. The more money it's worth, the higher the value, the harder it is to pickpocket.
Probably won't do it at all. We don't really need to carry too much on us, I guess. It's going to be mostly us focusing on adventure and trying to get the best stuff we can get for ourselves and keep our potions. Definitely picking up a lot of potions.
We got a skill.
Da to Skyrim. Yeah, the likelihood of hearing that. The Golden Claw.
I always forget who to take it to.
Shopkeeper guy.
I don't know that much. Uses it as a paperweight.
In that one place. We can go back there. You can actually marry her too, but it's kind of weird to do it because then you're in the same house with that guy. He used that house. The reason why I picked I wanted to choose Isolde is because the fact that she lives in Whiterun. So, fine. Of course, there's another option.
Good.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You see, the terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text, perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously nice.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely want to
now,
do some
let me show you something else I found.
Too.
Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well. Ah, yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems.
Well, to be fair, she's a pretty important
Bleak
person.
Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mine, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with you. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice
your
work.
ass pillow.
Just send me a copy when you decide to go.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby.
Oh, right. Forgot invert.
No, I was just gonna let you just figure it out on your own. This is actually quite comfortable. It's pretty fun to play it at depth. It's barely harder than
How exciting.
Novice, to be honest with you.
What was it doing?
I
want to hear about this dragon.
If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it.
I wonder if eventually we'll do enchanting.
Not now. Not now. Not now. Not now.
But now.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. Tell him what you told me. About the dragon.
You can also go to the map and get some locations marked on your map.
Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran
I agree with him. I feel like this is important.
Stood would have come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here.
On top of his head.
Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the
There's
great
no time
warriors.
to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Faringar.
Give me a weapon, I don't give a crap
As a
about.
token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armor.
I should come along. I would very
Is
much
that a
like to see
one-handed
this dragon.
weapon? Oh, that's an iron boot.
No.
Oh, you equip that.
I envy you the chance to see this.
Rust resistance.
You're working on
It's at 80%.
So, you wish to master the arcane
We'll
arts?
break those down later on, I guess. Oh! Well, we need to equip that. Do not sell that. So. You're not funny. Scrolls. No, not his scrolls. You're just like, oh, yeah. I forgot we gave him more money. Oh, that's gonna make it so much more fun. Eventually we will do some smithing. We'll do like, we'll go into like random different, dwarven places, and then we'll just come back with what we got. You're gonna get another healing ability. As well. Fast healing. If you were to get anything else, I would say get an alteration spell. Hope flesh will do just fine.
As you command. There's a take a look.
Because then we could have it towards them together. I don't want to put a whole bunch of points on stuff. Because even a low-level oak flesh or something will actually be highly effective.
Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
I need to know what we're...
Damn it. That was weird, because like, you were over oak
I'm
flesh
very
when it
sorry.
happened. When you hear the sound.
I'll see you at the watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
Alright, to the watchtower. Because it didn't sound like she said watchtower.
So, are we gonna try to steal a mammoth tusk, or get it the manly way and kill a mammoth? You know what? So close.
Deserve our praise, you do.
Well, that's probably a good idea, just in case. Not because of the blessing, because we already had the blessing. I actually like the way the blessings work, because you don't have to constantly reset it unless you change it to a different one.
I ain't done nothing.
Wait, what does Talos' blessing do again? Does it have to do with shots? Yes, yeah.
Reduced by 0%.
Wow.
Lasts for a whole whopping 7 hours.
Oh, I guess they're not permanent. That's right, yeah. That's still not too bad because you come across shrines all the time. I generally use them whenever just because they heal you. to cure your illnesses. Athala is the Daedric Prince.
The Daedric Prince of Ebony Blade.
I'm really interested to find out where the next Elder Scrolls is going to be at. Wherever it's going to be, I think I'll be happy for it. As long as it's not Morrowind. Don't get me wrong, I would love it anyway. But it's just like, at that point, you might as well just release the game Morrowind. I think they're going to do a lot of revamping on probably difficulty, and they want to make sure to set the auto-saving. Probably try to... Maybe they'll fix some glitches. You don't need to wait for her, I don't think, do you?
Yeah, you do. So as none of it gets triggered. Yeah, triggered.
I remember just going up into the tower.
Last time I did it, nothing happened. So I went straight up to the guy and he didn't say anything. He would have shown up by now. Oh no. This time he shows up.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Gets here though.
Sure.
Save us. Here he comes again.
Oh, that was only oak flesh. Of course, we won't use that a lot. And also, we don't have crap. Yeah, because it's not derpy. Because you don't jump on top of it. We could sell those if we
Damn good shooting, boys.
need to. I'd rather save them.
Get back.
Do you think Bellator has a mammoth tusk?
Possible.
He usually has that kind of stuff. I think he would have one. Let's get one from him. Then we'll have to go to Riften, but we can do that afterwards. Shall us. Equip and favorite.
There, I used to. I'm going to avoid the guards talking to me.
Okay, I have a few good reasons why we should do the Dragon DLC. Or not the Dragon, not the Dragonborn DLC. We will do eventually. But the vampire, the dragon that you can summon, and then the ability he gives you after you complete the quest. Plus the summoning the horse and Serana. Maybe crossbows. Did you equip the ring?
Probably not. No.
You should favorite it too. That way you don't accidentally sell it. That's why I do it for those.
Izmir, you did it!
You just killed the dragon. You pretty much ate the dragon. His flesh and soul. You left the bones because, you know, just who needs the hassle?
Now we use this for crafting.
Look. You already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back to
You know, I'm still not sure if they're bad guys Or she is.
I'm not afraid of you. No. Even if you are my ally.
As far as I know,
I
they're
work
just
with my
assassins.
mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun mostly.
Yeah, but she did something bad in their country.
There has been talk amongst the gods that you are dragon.
I'm not saying whether or not it's believable, but she said something about speaking out against the Thalmor publicly, so she's cool in my book.
Well, yeah, I guess when it comes to that.
Just fuck the Thalmor. That's the reason why I don't like the Imperials, it's just the Thalmor.
Yeah. Pussy whip bitches. Not just that. Them saying that they can't worship Talos because the Thalmor tell them to? No thanks. Now don't get me wrong, I don't worship these because they're
what
not,
happened at the
you know, they're
watchtower.
off of a video game.
Was
Not
the
really.
dragon there?
But it's just the whole thing of it's your choice whether or not to worship them. You know.
Dragonborn. What do you know about the dragon? So it's true. Great masters of the way of the voice. The Dragonborn is... If you heard the summons, what else could it mean? The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun?
Rangar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here?
Nord nonsense?
Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this... what? Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense?
Go through walls
Why, you
sometimes.
puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenicci.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that...
The
what are these Greybeards
You've done a great service. That's the Greybeards' business, not ours.
Lap dance.
Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you.
Which reminds me.
Greybeards hurt.
Oh wait. I was gonna say that's
they
the quest
think
for
you're
the
Dragon
Ebony
Ball.
Blade, but I think that's not.
Who are we to argue?
Yeah.
You'd better
we're
get
gonna
up
do
to
that
High
in
Hrothgar immediately.
The Ebony
There's
Mail.
no refusing the summons of the Greybeards.
Other than that, we'll do the Black Star.
I envy you, you know? To climb the 7,000 steps.
Yeah, I can't
again.
fill up my white
I made the
soul gems
pilgrimage
for
once.
humans. Apparently, they fill up the black ones.
High Hrothgar.
Because otherwise,
is a
I would
very
have tons
peaceful
of them filled up, and I don't
very
understand
disconnected from the troubles.
why
of
it's
this
doing that.
I wonder that the Greybeards
Because
even
they're
notice
supposed to
what's
be
going
white
on
souls.
down there.
And
They haven't seemed to care before.
I can get it from Prager, though.
Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn.
You're actually wanting
My
a
right
Black
is
Star,
Jarl.
not the Azure
I name you
Star.
Thane of
Because
Whiterun.
it's actually better.
It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn.
I think I usually
Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
disenchanted it. So that weapon usually is two-handed? I thought it was a one-handed.
No, it's just a one-handed.
Yeah, you should have disenchanted. Wow. You were very rude.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities.
I'm saying nobody cares.
Like the rest
Well, they
of
yell
the
at you for it, but...
I would disenchant those, but later date. I'll do that.
It might be a while before you do the ring.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to see.
Oh, wait. She won't die.
Honored
We
to
got
see
the
you
mod.
again, my friend.
Yeah, let's take her.
Long
She's a master
lead
of
the way.
one-handed swords. I don't know if it's heavy armor that she also has. Might as well make a full save too, by the way. So yeah, it's supposed to show like different saves right there, but for some reason it never does. I love how it puts an M right next to it. I actually don't really mind that you can't use the mods with it. See, now that's gonna be hard to deal with because that's so sad.
Bless your
Not as sad as the girl in the cold ass area that has no house. That's more sad than the boy that's there because he has a job. He actually gets to work and he has a place to sleep. He's gonna be a strong man when he's older. I'd never go that way, but that seems like it's actually faster.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We'll
I
pay
know,
good
I
money
hate
for
it when they
information.
interrupt you.
A woman. She's likely not. We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn any. If you have news of our quarry, she cannot hide from us forever.
I might do it later.
Sometimes I've actually felt like selling her out just to get it done and over with.
Forgot to go to Belthor.
Alright. Gotta get Tusky.
You can actually get a scimitar.
Still here.
That's like super powerful. Every time you hit the enemy, it stuns them. That's like way overpowered. It even works on dragons. Yeah, let's not sell or get rid of most of the unique weapons, like Children.
You have news of our quarry.
We'll give that to Lydia. That's actually a good idea. Bellator. I was so mad when he died. Everybody that kept dying. I hate that stupid vampire attacks.
Take a good look
Bull
around.
crap.
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Everything. Take a look.
You know, we're going to be selling everything to him now that I think about it. You can buy some lockpicks while you're there. No mammoth tusk, huh? No, there's a horker tusk. And I'll sell some shit we don't need.
Jewels.
Yeah, I sell it. Dude, you get so many amethysts. It gets ridiculous. Mac potatoes. Look at that iron shield.
Oh, it does an ingredient.
Yeah, well, maybe we will make potions, I don't know. Do you want to sell the dragon bones, or... Yeah, a lot of those. Can't use them yet anyway. Sell them Ira boots. Just to sell those Ira boots.
I always forget what's an ingredient and what's
Well, you could always go to like weapons, apparel, potions. That's what I always do. Definitely don't get rid of the silver ingot. Oh yeah, and as far as later on, when we get the transmute ability, we'll use that to turn it all into gold, and then we'll make a crap load of like gold necklaces and stuff like that.
Do come back.
He says it's so sensual.
You know this. Nothing of ours.
I love that guy though. He's so funny, he cracks me up. I'd sell my sister if I could.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy.
You could always do some
More
training
inside.
from her. She'll do the...
I don't claim to be the... Yes, actually. How
just
about you
do
sneak
it.
me an iron
Get it
dagger?
over with.
Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. That's a decent weapon. Have you met my father?
Don't skip steps.
Not bad, but it's a little dull.
I made that
How
mistake
about you
once.
sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there.
Well, we did our grinding.
You think all... This looks good. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. I'm waiting. Ah, let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need.
I can make almost anything, as long as I have the skill for it.
Out with it. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench. I'm waiting. You have... Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe... Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
I'll totally keep these.
Until next time.
Garbage out of my inventory.
Think any of the other shops will have mammoth tusks?
None that I can think of.
You can always try to go kill one. What, are you afraid of a mammoth?
At this level, yes. Rage arm.
Of course, there is always the option of the other one, though. Polgriff. But I prefer using the idea of a Isolde. A standing stone. Yeah, for some reason, every time I play a game, I ended up getting the trophy for it, even though I never actually got enough standing stones. It's really weird. Like I found 18 standing stones, but it's like, wait, there isn't that many, I don't think. Cool. You can use that.
Oh, I grabbed that sword.
Just die already!
Slapped him upside the head.
Got an arrow in her head.
Not anymore.
Yeah, just disintegrate any arrows that enter my body.
Do you actually absorb the arrows? Sometimes you absorb the arrows, don't you? Actually, keep them.
There's a chance that it happens, yeah.
Equip that necklace, by the way. You know, it's not one of the better ones, but I think the one I like the most out of those ones is the RK, because it gives you 25% magic regeneration, which is actually really high.
I think my least favorite is the one with Talus.
Really?
Yeah. I never notice a difference. And again, I never use shots because I feel that most of the time I use it.
Didn't want to pick up his robes.
Well, they're hardly worth anything. Necromancer ropes are never worth much. They sell for like 20 gold.
No, it was enchanted.
I know. They still barely sell.
It's a bear camp. Bunch of bears hanging out.
I always knew there was something weird with the Stormcloaks.
At least they don't have orgies like the Imperials. Those Romans. I think the hardest thing to get used to in Oblivion is the weird faces and having one guy doing all the voices. That's one thing I like about ESO, a wider variety of voices. Even this one, you hear the voices a lot more repetitively.
Yeah. Serana's the only unique one. As far as I know, anyway.
I think like very key characters tend to have more of their own voices. Like Ulfric, I don't think that anybody else is. Well, I mean, that guy could you do other ones, but he does that voice differently. Then there's Halfgar, but like key characters, they all pretty much are unique. But that's kind of the point. In Oblivion, it wasn't like that. They did not have their own voice. They sounded like everybody else. I think Martin was the only one who actually probably had his own voice in Uriel Septim.
Yeah, go.
Just know you're gonna get attacked by a troll. Well, you are going to High Hrothgar, so of course you're gonna get attacked by a troll. There's always a frost troll along the way. So who are we gonna kill for the ebony blade and the ebony mail?
Someone we don't give a shit about.
Wait a minute. Are we gonna be able to upgrade the ebony blade?
I mean, we could build up conjuration for it. Especially if we,
I think you misunderstand the mod. I don't know if we're gonna be able to kill a follower.
We don't have to be a follower.
No. That's kind of hard to do it otherwise.
You know the Stormcloak family that we met early in the game? They count.
Regular troll.
Hey look, it's you two. Alright.
We'll fight with your sword now.
Pussy.
we do have a nice amount of health and a crappy amount of magicka.
Well, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about switching between the magic to the two-handed weapon.
Oh. Well, I wasn't really able to tell.
You can also sell wood.
The Greybeards have summoned the dragon
wood for people. And I don't know how much it takes, but it's a whole lot.
On your way up the 7,000 steps.
Ask them to do on your way to... I've been to the mountains being mad.
Instead.
Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them. Mostly food. The Greybeards tend not to get out. Well, it's... Trouble is, my legs... Really? Here, take this bag of supplies. Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Rock.
Don't forget to save. You haven't saved in a while. Maybe you should save. There's also the guy in the first town you come into, the archer. Oh, no, never mind, you can't do that. Oh, actually, could do that one. That mission for that guy, and then you could kill the one girl. After you give the golden claw back.
Keep my weapon out.
Yeah, it does kind of pull out slow, doesn't it?
Pull out.
So many steps.
I suppose it's 7,000.
Apparently the people of Skyrim don't understand what cold is. Another one we're definitely going to have to do for Daedric Artifacts is Nehru's Razor, though. I don't even give a crap about the artifact compared to the other benefits. Getting into his temple.
Hey, troll. Go back to YouTube.
I would have so funny if you died. Oh, look at that. You can use that when you get low on health. So that. Oh my!
Speaking of that,
Didn't think he was gonna be that much stronger. You can do two-handed. Champion stance.
yeah, no. Hey Lydia, you do it.
I didn't know she used it. So. Yeah, she does. Well, I wouldn't feel bad because honestly, at this level, frost throws are really tough. Even using fire weapons. Although to be fair, your damage output was not a problem.
No.
You just couldn't take the hits. So we'll keep getting potions. Potions? What's a potion?
Shopkeeper, I need your finest potions. My potions are too strong for you, adventurer. They would kill you. That is an old meme, and it is fucking weird. I love it. Ugh.
I'm not used to seeing this, that time of day.
I still haven't done this with my orc yet.
I like having unrelenting force, so.
So, a dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
That sounds so gay.
Dragon, I am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are here to guide you in that pursuit. Just as you are not the first, whether you are the only one that has been revealed thus far. You have shown that, but without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn.
Whereas ESO says,
when you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger.
I'm gonna go by what Angir says.
Master Einart will now teach
Shout
you
or
roll,
thum.
the second word in unrelenting
Shout
force.
is the English
Roll
word for thum.
means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Sky.
I wasn't expecting her to... She like mirrored you perfectly.
You truly do. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through
The way she just stares into your soul.
Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding.
What do you got on you? Black Briar is there or what? Yeah, Porker test. Yeah, not that one.
Now, let us see how quickly
That's not how it works.
and master your new
He automatically gives it to you.
Show me your damn projection.
Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Hopefully I don't get stuck in that one dungeon again and try to get that other shout. I always kept forgetting because there's like this one area that's blocked off. There's a little tiny pedestal thing off to the side with a little switch on it. And I always forget about that. You can't really rely on clairvoyance all the time. Like in that castle for the vampire, the Dawnguard. You can't rely on it there too much. It tells you to go the completely wrong way.
You learn quickly. Once more. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragon. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
I love how you can use your shouts on them and waste unrelenting force as much as you want. They don't care. As long as it doesn't damage their health directly, I think. Gonna move up.
You're such an ass.
If you notice, I kind of pulled them towards me instead of pushing.
Made him back that thing up.
Ooh,
she's got some big lips.
Huh?
And she's clearly wearing makeup. Seriously. Quit dicking around.
You learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you wool, which means whirlwind. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thumb. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of wool.
Work your knowledge into...
Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. X.
Serana stood right in my way when I did that.
Now it's your turn.
I had to get her to move out of the
Stand
way.
next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Standing in the right spot.
I just had to wait on his slow ass.
Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
Just give me that.
No,
Oh, it's
indeed
just easy
not.
for everyone.
But you are now ready. Retreat. Remain true to the way of the voice.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
You will return.
Probably the most useful shout when you're over encumbered.
Especially if you manage to get your shout cooldown all the way down. If you had infinite accessories, you could do that with 5 freaking those necklaces. Ride a carriage all the way to Morthal. Where's that Dawnstar?
I think Morthal's closer.
Look at that meth lab.
It's nothing in comparison to ours in Payday 2.
When Dean blows it up.
Yep. Yeah, Morthal's closer.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. This rain will stop eventually. Always does.
Oh, yeah, rain doesn't last forever.
What could it mean? Return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that weapon? By the gods, it's true, isn't it?
Fallon's probably masturbating somewhere out here.
Wow.
He likes that Dremora butt.
And it is actually a good thing to have that ice resistance, because ice is horrible against the stamina user. Potion.
Jug of milk. Be used for cooking, but I don't know.
Not very many recipes are even worth having in this.
Yeah, only found one.
Never can't hide from me.
It's not for physical attacks.
believe it is supposed to increase your armor.
I guess it depends on the one you're using, but it barely affects it. Well, some of the higher level ones, though, they actually cause problems. But the necromancers, they usually just die instantly. Honest ones, especially. It's so weird always seeing her with a bow.
Is someone there?
So I guess we can focus on getting her a nice bow and a nice one-handed weapon. Even if we're not going to use the potions, still good to pick them up. Ooh, Felix. Definitely going to want to reduce the cost. It's unbelievable to think how much oak flesh takes from you. I thought that was a weaker one. Whereas stone flesh is weaker.
Oak flesh is the first one. I've only got 120 magic. When you don't reduce oak flesh, it does actually take a lot. Alteration's one of the ones that take up a lot of magicka.
They last for quite a while though too.
Yeah, 60 seconds. And you can double it with the dual cast for 120 seconds, and then with perks. I never bother with dual casting though.
Never seen anything quite like that.
She'll say that all the time too.
You got your best?
Close up on that beard, bro.
It's kind of weird, wasn't it?
Doing that.
Don't forget to search them for money, man.
playing leapfrog with Lydia.
Fucking AI is always getting in my way, so I gotta jump over them.
No, it's bad.
In Oblivion, you can put them out of the way.
Another thing I like about Oblivion, though, is they give you that little crown thing above their head to let you know that they can't die. There's a potion right behind you, by the way. Might as well heal yourself while you got the chance. So funny, you think restoration is easy until you start getting past level 25 and you're like, this takes forever. I'm at level 50 on my other character. I have a whole bunch of skills at 100, although to be fair, I am an assassin type, so I'm usually just running around sneaking and blasting people with a crossbow. I find the crossbow more accurate too. You don't. I like how you don't have it doesn't obstruct your view at all, and also you can load it and just like aims fast. The pullback on regular bows isn't really that good most of the time, but you can improve it, and it does make a difference. The drawback. Whirlwind sprint time. I wonder if we'll be wearing Nordic armor from Bandit Chiefs. I guess that depends on how early we do the, we get the ebony mail. Because if we do that pretty early on, and we don't ever see a Bandit Chief Nordic armor, we'll have ebony armor. So. I don't trust the floor. I don't trust anything. See?
There is a way to figure it out, but I never cared enough.
Get a little bit more stamina or health. Huh. Oh, get more on one-handed. 2 more skill points for Barbarian. It's gonna be a while before that one gets upgraded again. It goes up surprisingly fast though. Oh, that's right. I believe the way it works is the more damage you do, the more experience you get, so that might be why. Steers. Instead of oatmeal, it's bone meal.
I would not like to make a meal out of bones. That would be gross.
You don't want to suck their marrow clean.
Nah. Nords don't taste very good. Bretons, however, taste pretty damn good.
I would imagine Khajiits or Argonians would taste the best.
Probably.
I don't understand why these urns have such good loot.
Ashes of the dead people. They like being buried with their riches.
Guess.
I usually just pass them by, but...
You're playing it with me. You have to take everything you can.
Pretty much. Otherwise, I just don't bother and make all my money off of smithing.
Well, I don't know how much we're going to be doing smithing this time around. Try to keep it more adventuring than crafting. What the hell is that all about?
Press circle too early.
Gold and a silver ring. Woot, woot. My gosh, that is a lot of silver rings. I usually just hit square on it because the urns don't carry heavy stuff. It's usually money and jewelry. You'd think you would find gross stuff in there too.
Sometimes I find like calipers in there and shit that I don't care about.
I've never found a caliper in those. I guess it's time to get the heck out of there, huh? We're gonna have a lot of stamina if we ever get to a really high level. We'll definitely eventually make it to where as much of our equipment as possible can increase our two-handed attack. So we end up doing massive damage. Are we gonna kill Grella the Kind?
Yeah.
Pretty much my intentions is to get the ebony blade, the ebony mail, and get the ebony blade leveled up, and then just do a crap load of stuff that we feel like doing. Trying to do as much adventuring as possible. That's why I don't want to focus on grinding anything. But at least for training, there's always one guy you know you can go to until you get mastered. Yarlin Greyman. And of course, we gotta get the werewolf.
That's the shrine right there. Or not Jurubuk, Boethia.
Well, it wouldn't matter to me either way. We want it. Marked it with it. Yeah, Azura is more north, kind of in between Winterhold and Solitude. I know that for sure. It's pretty close to Winterhold, I think.
There is an easy path up there from nearby town, but
this part's not that hard to do, though. This is actually one of the easy ways to go.
Actually, that might not be Boethia. Boethia's shrine doesn't have a dragon nearby it.
Watch, it'll be Mehrunes Dagons. Another one we'll go for is the Ring of Hersine. And the Ring of Namira. I want a mod that has it where you can have multiple rings, but not infinite rings.
Like one for each finger.
Yeah.
Remind me, it's clicking through the mountain.
That's always scary to do in old games. Because it was so easy to fall through the environment doing that.
We'll just go with this. There's a quest here. One or two of them, but they're kind of annoying.
I'm so used to like light armor, so when I run, I never use my stamina because I don't ever sprint. Just doesn't feel necessary. Also, you probably shouldn't do that because now when you go into battle, you never have your stamina for fighting.
What was that?
There she is.
Hey, it's not broken this time.
No sign of him. Who in Dagon's name are you? Speak, or I'll cut you down where you stand. I was part of the gang in the ruins here. Friend of mine went crazy and stole the boss's sword. They blamed me for it.
Just deal with that, Lydia.
Look, I'm done.
Yeah.
Never
Why doesn't she just attack it? Oh wow. What a powerful I thought she was.
No sign of him.
I don't want your fucking weak ass sword. I believe it's a leveled sword. So we can come back here.
So is Chillrend. That's only for the enchantment, of course, but... You're just like, oh, I don't have a pickaxe.
Oh, I thought it was gold, but yeah, I don't have a pickaxe.
I'm moving. Back off.
Shut up.
One thing that sucks about the Civil War is that a lot of the forts, you lose the fun part about them when you do it. Then you can't hunt down the bandits. It would have been one thing if they had you go there to clear them out and then they take it, but no, they just randomly have it. I don't want that thing to hit you. They hit hard. It's so weird how they're like this a fire version of the Spriggans. Cool. Those are good ones, because we can utilize those robes, breaking them down. They're also worth a lot. Block 10% more damage. We never block.
Takes too much stamina, especially when you don't have a shield.
Especially when you don't get the perks for it. Eventually we'll do that. Also, you would never block, so we usually never use it. Man, that grass looks rather stiff.
It is cold.
I feel like all the plants and everything is just so random looking.
Guard might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
It's a good thing I'm not a man.
Takes a fair bit of strength to carry a great sword like that.
I'm using my...
But can you use it? Rorikstead's a nice enough little hamlet, but a world posting for a guard.
I'm just like, what are you talking about?
So used to playing as my orc.
Oh, you got an orc female? You got an orc male?
No, that's Oblivion.
Okay.
Khajiit.
Khajiits are awesome in that one. I think they're better in that one than what they are in Skyrim. I think a lot of their skills were a little bit better back then, because the way it worked was, you know, the higher, like, your skill levels were, the higher your level would be. So if you base it off of the characters, you could be at a little bit of a higher level starting out. In this, it wouldn't make a difference. Also, I felt like the night vision was more useful.
Can I just torch this fucking farm along with the Greymans? Just fuck both of them.
Yeah, another thing was the illusion light spells in that. Superior to the ones in this one, by far. See, but green. Green was actually a good choice. I had to give him props for choosing green out of any other color. Also, I love those higher level light spells. Like, everything would be illuminated. I never used it as a thief, but I was always a Khajiit anyway, so I just used the power. I thought it did better at lighting up the dark areas than what it does in this one. By a little bit. I think, actually, I haven't used Khajiit in a while, so I don't remember. It's weird either way. Doggy! Dead dog.
I saved your butt from getting a bite in the butt.
I'm surprised you're actually running that far all the way there. You could have skipped half the journey.
I wasn't really sure where I was going and didn't really care.
Well, it doesn't take like you just hit the options button and go to quest, show on map.
Yeah, but I didn't really care. I don't remember what I'm here for.
Cultists.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. We know you are the false Dragonborn. You shall not stand in the way of the... When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
You're not attacking me straight away?
Time to die.
That was so derpy. You are?
Oh, what happened?
Me. I killed him really fast. At least you don't have to worry about being attacked by cultists in the town.
How can I help a brother know?
I might as well see what they're holding on to. It is definitely worth doing the Dragonborn DLC.
You're not serious.
You can get some of the best stuff.
Sure I am.
This time.
Get some
Actually worth a decent
paint them
price
white,
though.
and then tie them to stone. Instant frostbite spider.
What?
Fraudnar, nobody's gonna believe that your dog is a frostbite spider. And if they do, they'll kill him. That's not much of a prank. Oh yeah? And what would you rather do? How about we play tag? You're it. Hey, no fair. Get her stumped.
Stumped.
It would make sense if he was like missing a leg or something.
Well, he kind of looks like a stump.
I'm the innkeeper. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room. You can have the one on the left.
The age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
Oh.
I think Sven misunderstands the Stormcloaks.
So you're the dragon.
He didn't write the song.
Because it's literally the opposite of how it really is.
We need to talk.
That's Nord's home. Talos.
Not here. Follow me.
Could you imagine him? I'm trying to remember his. What's his actual name?
of the scourge
Before you
that
use
has
talents.
sullied our hopes and
Akatosh, I think.
No, that's silly.
Close the door. Then we can
Akatosh
talk.
is the one that gave him the power and wouldn't allowed him to
Close
become
the
a
door.
god.
Now we can talk.
He's the one that he's the dragon god. All the dragons we fight literally are his lineage. And so are you. He's the one that gifted humans.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
Oh, there's Tiber Septum.
Surprised?
That's what
I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
Yeah, I've already said, what do you want?
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. Yes, but that isn't important.
Do you really think you
What
can
is
take us
important
on?
is I knew the great... When you showed up here, I knew you were the one. We remember you're the only... Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back. They weren't gone somewhere. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. I know and I figured we're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, kinds grow. There's an ancient dragon burial.
Man, she doesn't
I need
shut
to get into
up.
my traveling gear. Give me a minute, and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynes Grove.
Stuff too. Potions. Ooh, an Orcish Greysword. I think it's time to take that. Don't forget to equip it.
Right. Happy trails.
That is going to make a big difference.
Give me your gold.
I'm coming to get ya.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Actually, take this. This is my cheese wheel. I'm out back.
You gonna steal a bunch of cheese wheels and fill your house up with cheese
Kynes
wheels?
Grove is this way.
Yes, I am
We
the
can
real
travel together
Shadowrun.
or split up and meet there. Your choice.
How long are we ahead of you? 'Cause you're slow as shit.
I'm gonna use, that's my sweet roll. The funny thing is that the sweet rolls look more like a pastry than an actual roll. Because, like, when I think sweet roll, I think, like, Hawaiian rolls here, you know?
I think of, like, cinnamon bun.
See? It makes you think of a bun. It's pretty much the same thing. I haven't had a cinnamon bun forever, bro.
I want to shank you. Not because he's a noble. He's with the Imperials. I also kind of want to rob him of everything he has.
You already killed him.
Probably.
That was awesome.
Oh, it's Rockjaw. That's what it was. Fuck.
You have a potion that's you can use that on that.
Bouncer. Huh. I didn't even realize they were pit wolves. When one of those things that ESO mentioned.
Oh, they got what he deserved, right?
Cure my disease. Cure my venereal disease.
Maybe we should join the companions, huh?
Outshine them all.
Says we've already gotten to the point where we can go back to the, should go back to High Hrothgar real quick. Then, can finish up that part and then ask him where Shout is.
I wonder if vampire attacks can happen in here. Because I would love to see these guys just destroy a vampire.
The only way I can think of is if you were at the top of the mountain and you shot the sun with that one arrow.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Winkel. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragon.
Denied.
More like balls to you.
Oh, snaps.
I wreck your pottery.
With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of dark.
Master Lord Wolfgar's knowledge of less than Russian.
You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us, prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the
helmet. The gloves.
Are ready.
Helmets. Croesus, that's a mask.
Well, it is a dragon priest. will say eventually we'll probably replace Lydia because we're already a warrior, so I don't want to keep that kind of warrior with us.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice
We'll
of the
probably
Greybeards
end up with Serana or some other name.
unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you. Wind, guide you.
Just say I'd like to learn more about the voice.
You have learned so much already, but there are many words. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready. We have felt the whisper.
It's actually part of what I like about it.
Give me your map and I will
Brings you
show
to a lot
you
of
where
great
its
places
echo
and you get
can be
a
found.
lot of really nice loot because of it.
Sky above, voice
Okay,
within.
let's go jump into your master.
Star cloaks, Imperials, Targans. It no matter to me what I
What exactly are you doing?
You had to go to your basket, right?
It was just the way you did it. Now remember, don't get involved in the fight.
Those two at it again.
You can actually steal some stuff down below while they're doing that.
Hey, watch it.
You're pathetic!
Top! Just keep swinging!
Everybody.
Can you imagine someone being so drunk they fall into that fucking fire?
I'll see you.
I think it would affect them.
Do your worst.
This fight is too slow.
Get him our guide.
What does Skewer ever do to you?
I've got a bad grip on my shield. Did you take a look at it?
I'm a warrior, not a blacksmith.
Can't you just tell me if the grip is bad? Watch
if
what you're
Eorlund
doing.
made it, it's more likely you're gripping it wrong. Find me tomorrow and we can go over it. Yes? Huh?
Get out of my way. Been here forever.
Need something?
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy? That's the spirit. Vilkas here will get started on that. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
That's true.
Aye.
Maybe until we find a mage we want, we'll use Vilkas. I don't think we can have him yet, but... He's a master swordsman.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it. If I smear, you won't leave here alive. You're mine. I'll spare you, for now.
To be fair, if he was using a two-handed weapon, he would have been way more dangerous. But we picked a Nord, so we started out with a high amount of two-handed. That's why it was so easy to do it right away. We just needed skill points. I think we did talk to him afterwards.
Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
Probably ain't worth shit. Skyforge steel is not anything special.
Early on it is.
Yeah.
What brings you here? I'm
Before
guessing you're
the
the
legendary edition,
don't worry too much. Don't always just do what you're
skills.
told. Nobody rules it.
It was a
Well,
much bigger thing
I'm not
'cause
sure
it
how
was a
they've
lot
managed
harder
it,
to get your
but they
smithing
have.
up back then.
Kodlak is the harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group. But I have a favor to ask. I've been working on... My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. That's a good man.
I've never seen her use a shield.
Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Are you new here?
I told you. This is the whelp of the Vilkas.
You just like realized, like, wait a minute, what's he doing here?
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
Yes.
Whoa, ease up there. We're rough, but there's no need to kill a shield brother over a dispute. I like your fire, though. You'll make a fierce companion. Let us hunt together sometime. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be
I
resting.
hate your fucking missions.
Farkas.
Are you able to marry her?
Call me.
Don't think
Of
so.
course we did, Ice Brain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood. Oh, hello. I'm Farkas. Come, follow me. Get away from me.
I freak you out, Farkas.
Skjor and Ayala like to tease me, but they're good people. They challenge us to be our best. Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes.
We should freak them out
I
together.
hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The
I
quarters
love
are
how
up
she's
here.
able to mirror
Just pick
you
a bed and fall in it when you're tired.
I think
Tell
it's
her we'll
because
keep
of
the
her
place
being
clean.
ignored.
She always has.
No,
Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Ayala if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do.
If it was Serana,
Good luck. Welcome to the Companions.
She's much shorter.
By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've got trouble right here in Whiterun Hold. Nothing we can't handle. Rogue wizards. I've never trusted magic types. The college has bad enough. Destroy them.
Garbage.
Good. Do not spare them your blade.
That
By the way,
is
if
the
you're looking for
first
something to
time
do,
I have done this, and it wasn't some brawl with somebody.
I hate those missions. They sucked. They're so boring. It's like, just give me one where I gotta kill some random bandit at some place, right?
Oh.
Those are way more entertaining. You could do that with the dung guard, the one girl with the schematics. She'll send you to do the same missions repetitively, but they're awesome because that chest is just loaded with good loot, including dwarven stuff you can melt down.
You've been seen in the company of the Companions. That's an honorable after all. Let me guess.
Shut up about sweet rolls.
I'm Dragonborn. I don't eat sweet rolls. I eat dragons.
Yeah, the guy who's been stealing all the damn sweet rolls is one of the guards. Posing as one of them. Dude's a maniac.
I hear he has intercourse with said sweet rolls.
He likes to lick them too.
It's all part of the foreplay.
And roleplay.
You gotta get that play.
See if we can get that mana. Maybe there's a chest over there. Yeah, there's one right there. That seems to be to the left. Close to the center? Towards the right a little bit. To the right. A little bit to the left. I preferred Oblivion's lockpicking. It was so much fun.
Oddly enough, Expert is the hardest fucking lock to pick. Because Master, it's like, tink, okay, move it slightly, open.
It never does that for me.
It's heavily disappointing.
You can auto save or a quick save before you do it. Try killing it and then just running away. You can put it on novice.
we go. Gonna die. Without a doubt.
Yeah, that giant's probably gonna kill your ass.
If not. Run down.
Oh my gosh, there's 3 mammoths!
Yeah, I'm out. I didn't see a single giant.
How the hell did you get hit?
Oh, wolves.
It's so funny. Are you gonna bring the difficulty back up?
I kind of miss goblins.
Kind of weird. You'd think they'd be in Skyrim, right? Although they are in Solstheim. You know, I just thought about it, but I think the Khajiit outside of Whiterun tends to have mammoth tusks. That's how I normally got it early on. Here, hello there.
Yeah, that one time where I was circling around Cyrodiil. I was circling around the Imperial City, and I got attacked by a saber-tooth or something, and just got destroyed.
I know, that random ass thing is so powerful.
So a lot of bullets. And I probably took up way more space than I should. What I hate is the hides weigh 1 pound, but the leather weighs 2 pounds.
It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. It's like, oh yeah, you shaved off all the fur, you cured the hide. When did it get heavier? It's all those chemicals.
Yes, it's wagon over there.
Oh, it's a dog.
It's a random dog. Maybe not that random. It's a hunter.
Guess it's all clear now.
That would be a reason to do the Dragonborn DLCs, just to get the follower, the little goblin guys.
Reapings?
Yeah. The voices are so weird. They're apparently actually pretty tanky and really deadly. They're also a pet, so you can have a follower with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This isn't.
Oh,
sorry.
hey.
This isn't what I want.
I remember this place.
I don't want to do this.
There's a
I don't want to do this.
Here.
If it's the place I'm thinking of, you can actually get something.
I don't want to do this. Sorry. This isn't what I want.
You know, that's actually a lot less annoying when you're killing them from a distance with a crossbow. Yeah, I ended up somehow missing the... Oh, wait, no. That's right. I didn't do a mission for here, so... It's my first time going in here when I did the shout. This is the one with the trap where you can fall through. Yeah. I would say avoid the trap, get everything, and then go down there.
Is someone there? Stay back. I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this.
I don't have any choice. I'm sorry.
It is kind of sad though, right?
Stay away. I don't have any choice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
Tell you what I want. I want you to shut the fuck up while I wreck you. Yeah, ghastly bastard.
Ghosts are definitely a lot less annoying in this than they were in Oblivion. What the?
Stay back, or I'll be forced to attack you. What was that?
Oh, the mission's actually to go kill him.
Yeah. That's actually, I think that's the only way you can get there, right?
No, there's another way around.
Yes.
Last time I did this door was unlocked.
Never should have come here.
Don't die. Kindle light. We're ready for a candlelight dinner. Damn, why aren't all these dead people carrying things?
I think he dropped them, that's why. These ones are trapped in here, so.
There was a pickaxe on that guy, wasn't there? Yeah.
I don't know.
Bitch.
Huh? Out of my way.
Just. Book. Sweet. Potions. Don't forget the potions and poisons don't take up any weight, so just pick them up even if you're not going to use them, you can still sell them. more stamina. Maybe do a heavy armor or no, we don't have a high enough to get anything, do we? That works. Maybe the next time we get another point, put one in restoration.
I think the health regeneration potions are pretty much the most useless potions ever.
That depends. Get some of those crazy health.
Stay away! I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
Hey,
I don't want to do this.
If you're talking about like that, just sitting there, yeah. Compared to the what you can make.
Yeah, I'm not talking about crafted potions.
You'd think they would all be fine now after that necromancer is dead. One-shotting him.
Treasure's at. I know old lava tells you where it's at. Unless you can steal it from someone check, then you don't have to go through most of it.
There's a potion there too. Round. Just like when we get to level 50, we're going to be picking up really strong potions all the time. Maybe once we finish this, we can call it a night.
I think the worst part about that is if you put away your weapon while you're sprinting, it slows down your sprint.
The worst part is that putting it away is like 10 times faster than pulling it back out. Just jump to Rivisker. Ladies run. Maybe we can get lucky and find the those dirty, rotten, scheming Khajiit. Or maybe get the Mammoth Tusk. I know there are people who sell them, I just can't remember who sells them right now.
You wear the armor of a mercenary. Now that's
First time I've heard that. Is it because I'm wearing...
Writhing in the field of our own corruption.
Oh shit, crazy old man.
Skjor said, some people don't think I'm smart. Another job well done. Your payment is secure, and you have my thanks. All right then.
I wouldn't complain about the 100 gold, but even if it was 1,000, it wouldn't compare to what you could get from the dungeon. Also, you do get more money the higher your level. Their missions used to suck. Donkey Dong. Oh, it was terrible when it first released. their main missions were fine, but their Radiant quest, the only Radiant quests that were worth doing was the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild. And if you want to finish the Thieves Guild, you gotta do like 100 different of their stupid little heists and stuff.
They're not here?
They're not always there, they're just there a lot.
Cool.
It almost feels like that. Final solid save. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Alright, well, that's it for now. Bye.
Good night, people. Good night, people that don't exist.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, apparently.
You gotta end the broadcast. There you go.
Good time.